Mayor Eric Adams flashed a thumbs up as he walked into federal court in Lower Manhattan, the 110th mayor of the city and first sitting mayor to face criminal charges, set to be arraigned on 5 counts any minute now.
Now, those charges: conspiracy, wire fraud, improper campaign contributions, and bribery, all tied to allegations he accepted illegal gifts in exchange for using his political influence to benefit the country of Turkey. Like all suspects arrested, the mayor fingerprinted and processed early this morning. But despite his vow to stay in office, there are growing calls for Adams to step down, as many question his ability to effectively run the city as he fights the charges.
We've got team coverage of this historic moment. NJ Burkett is in court for us right now. We will talk to him as soon as he wraps up there. But we're going to begin this afternoon with Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg outside 500 Pearl Street. Lauren?
Sandra and David, the mayor, who is now a criminal defendant, surrendered here at federal court just before 9 this morning for his arraignment on charges of bribery, fraud, and soliciting foreign campaign donations. We understand, as you said, that he is inside right now for that arraignment. And as he stepped out of his SUV this morning, Eric Adams flashed a thumbs up, but he really looked pretty serious as he walked past the cameras that are lined up outside federal court today. Inside, we understand that he was fingerprinted and then processed for his arraignment. Essentially, he is now in federal custody. That is the normal process of booking. And today he's appearing before Magistrate Judge Catherine Parker. He will enter a plea and bail will be set. This is all happening inside courtroom 26B, but his case will ultimately be tried before District Judge Dale Ho. All of this stems from a federal corruption investigation. According to the indictment that was unsealed yesterday, between 2014 and 2024, Adams accepted upgrades and discounted tickets on Turkish Airlines as well as luxury hotel rooms without disclosing those gifts that exceed $100,000. He's accused of soliciting and accepting illegal campaign contributions from foreigners, mostly from Turkey, and he's accused of granting political favors to Turkish officials, including pressuring the FDNY to approve the opening of the new Turkish consulate despite safety issues. The mayor says that he has done nothing wrong, that he is being targeted, and he vows to stay in office while he fights the charges.
From here, my attorneys will take care of the case so I can take care of the city. My day-to-day will not change. I will continue to do the job for 8.3 million New Yorkers that I was elected to do. Amen. And the 300,000 plus employees of our city government will continue to do their jobs, because this is what we do as New Yorkers.
Now, Adams will be back next Wednesday for what's called an initial conference. That is when his legal team will be discussing and the scheduling and any motions that they may have with Judge Ho. Now, Adams has a number of city items on his agenda today. That includes, ironically, meeting with committee members on appointing judiciary members, or actually soliciting future judiciary members for municipal courts. So that's sort of ironic since he has his own federal court appearance today. He's also hosting ethnic media later today, and earlier today he was scheduled to meet with some of his key administration members as well as the outgoing schools chancellor. Those were supposed to be virtual meetings. It is unclear whether he held those meetings en route to the court this morning, but it sort of begs the question of whether it is really tenable to be the mayor of the city, to be the mayor of New York City while also fighting federal corruption charges. We're live in Lower Manhattan. Lauren Glassberg, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Lauren, before we let you go, can you tell us anything about the judge in charge of this case?
Well, we understand that Judge Dale Ho was selected really at random to oversee this case, and unlike many federal judges, he has had somewhat of a public presence. He's also been on social media. He was involved with the ACLU for a while, helping with their voting rights litigation, and he has argued in front of the Supreme Court twice. But again, he was selected at random, and we'll be finding out more about him, and his first hearing will be next Wednesday with the mayor's legal team. Back to you.